What are your rights during a peaceful protest? Imagine standing in a public space, holding a sign, and sharing your voice. Do you know what protections you have when you participate in a peaceful protest? In the United States, your right to peacefully assemble and express your views is protected by the First Amendment of the Constitution. This means you can gather in places like streets, sidewalks, parks, and other public areas to share your opinions, even if they are unpopular or controversial. The government cannot stop you from speaking or protesting based on what you say or believe. But there are some rules to keep in mind. Authorities can set reasonable limits on when, where, and how protests happen. For example, they might requiring a permit if you plan to march on the street or use loudspeakers. These rules are meant to make sure everyone stays safe and that protests don't block traffic or cause disruptions. They have to apply equally to all groups and cannot be used to silence certain messages. Most protests don't need a permit, but if you plan a large event, like a march or rally with amplified sound, you should check if a permit is needed in your area. Sometimes, spontaneous protests are allowed without advance notice, especially if they respond quickly to recent events. Your right to protest usually applies only on public property. Private property owners can set their own rules and ask you to leave if you are on their land. If you stay after being asked to leave, you could be charged with trespassing. Your protest must stay peaceful. Violence, blocking entrances, harassing others, or endangering public safety are not protected and can lead to arrest. Civil disobedience, which involves peaceful but unlawful acts, can also result in legal consequences. Speech that incites violence, spreads false information about public officials, or is obscene is not protected. But expressing your opinions, even if they are controversial, is protected under the First Amendment. Everyone in the United States has these rights, no matter their immigration status. However, non-citizens should be aware that being arrested during a protest could impact their immigration situation. Other rights connected to peaceful protesting include freedom of association, privacy, and protection from unfair treatment or arrest. When you participate in a protest, remember to know your local laws and whether you need a permit. Stay in public spaces and avoid blocking traffic or entrances without permission. Always remain as peaceful and follow police instructions. If you are arrested, stay calm, remain as silent, and ask for a lawyer. Knowing your rights helps you exercise your freedom of assembly safely and confidently. It allows you to stand up for what you believe in while respecting the law and others around you.